Hello, this is Evan in Showbit, and today we're going to show you how the DocuSign integration into P2 works. So we're really excited about this integration. We think it's a really great way to allow you and your agents to be able to complete documents electronically. You can actually close deals on the spot. So it's a really nice feature when it comes to kind of speeding up that sales process, closing those deals, and closing more deals. So what I want to do today is I'm going to show you how the integration works inside of P2. We'll talk a little bit about templates and how to get those into P2 and set those up so you can actually get signatures on multiple different documents. And then we'll kind of show you the whole process and show you what the merchant sees when they sign the document so you get an idea about how everything works. So first of all, I'm going to give you a little background about P2. For anybody who's unfamiliar with P2 or isn't quite sure what P2 is, we'd be happy to give you a full demo of the product and kind of show you how everything works. It's an end-to-end solution for ISOs and agents. And it gives you everything from lead management tools all the way into the sales process, online applications, obviously electronic signatures like we're covering today. And then we also have things like direct boarding integrations into processors and tools to help you calculate out your residuals. So here I am logged in as a user inside of P2. So again, I said I'm not going to show you too much about P2, just enough to kind of give you the context of where we are. So inside of P2, we've set it up to where you're going to have a list of merchants that you're selling to. Now these merchants could either be set up as leads, active opportunities, or active merchants. So I'm ready to go ahead and send a merchant or get an electronic signature from a merchant. So I want to start with an opportunity. Now an opportunity is a merchant that I've been selling to. And if you look here, and we're going to go ahead and click this merchant. So here I am at Ablett's Fine Cleaners. If you notice, there's quite a bit of information here about the merchant, and these are all fields of data you can capture about the merchant as you're selling to them and use this as your single source of record. But what I want to do is I want to scroll down to deals. Now deals are set up inside of P2 as a way for you to sell individual products to each merchant and have a unique visual sales process for each product that you sell to the merchant. So I'm going to click create a new deal. And here I am in the create a new deal screen. And for this deal, I'm going to sell to an existing merchant because I already know this merchant. You can see the merchant's name is populated here, and the product is merchant processing. Go ahead and click save. So now here in the deal, I've got a completely new set of sales stages that I can fill out. I've got fields that I can add when I'm selling to the merchant, collecting data. And as the sales rep is moving the deal from stage to stage, you get a nice time, date, and stamp showing you exactly who moved it, when they moved it, and what stage the deal is in currently. So I'm going to go ahead and jump the deal up to application stage. So here I am in the application stage. Now as a sales rep, I want to scroll down, and here's a section called online applications. Now I've been selling to the merchant for a couple weeks. I've collected information about them, and I'm ready to create a new online app. So I'm going to click the new online application button. Now in P2, you're able to take data that you've been collecting about the merchant in our CRM system and actually send it to a merchant processing app. Now in this example we're showing you here, it's configured to have multiple applications. P2 can support multiple different applications. So I'm going to go ahead and select first data is the application I want to send the data to and get the signature from the merchant. Now if you notice, there's a few fields up top with little red asterisks. These are required fields. So I want to go ahead and fill some information out because it won't let me create and save this online application until I've added these fields. So I'm going to go ahead and put in sales office. So we'll just put in East, right? Sales rep name. Sales rep is Evan Manning. Let's go ahead and put a sales ID number. Merchant ID number. Now you might not already know the merchant ID number, but for my demo example here, this field is required. Go ahead and put a phone number in. And once you're done, we're going to go ahead and click Generate Merchant Application. Now, there's several tools that can be done with this application. You could just simply save it. You can also send it to the merchant, and that's another great feature. If you're interested in seeing how that feature works, we'd be happy to show you that in a full demo. But for today, we're going to go ahead and just click on Generate Merchant Application. Now when I click Generate Merchant Application, it's going to save all this merchant data. It's going to create a PDF attachment here of the app. So there it is. And you can see we also have a copy here of the online app. Now this is what we're going to need to go ahead and send the application to the merchant for signature. So we need to make sure that this PDF application is attached and that it's present here. Now I'm going to scroll back up to the top and I'm ready to send the application to the merchant. I want to go ahead and click the Send with DocuSign button here at the top. Now once I've clicked this screen, or once I've clicked that button, I'm taken into the Send with DocuSign screen. And I'll go ahead and pass this off to Shobit so he can discuss the templates and how this plays into this integration into P2.
Hey everyone, this is Shobit, and thanks Evan for giving us a quick overview of what P2 does as a CRM and this integration that we've built with DocuSign. As Evan explained, that the integration will help you get electronic signatures on apps that you're submitting for merchants. At this stage where we are right now, you see we're on the last page before we can send an application to a merchant. We generated an online app and we put in some data there. Some of that data was pre-populated in P2, some of it we added. And now you see here, I would want to talk specifically about the templates that you see on this side. Now, before I do that, I want to talk about how the integration has been built. POS Portal has worked with DocuSign, the company that gives us the ability to do electronic signatures, and we've used APIs, a technical term, which does the magic in the back end and makes these two systems talk to each other and work together. So to use the feature to the best of its ability, we suggest that once you have a DocuSign account set up, you will need that to use this feature in P2. You should go in and set up some templates, some preset templates that you can later refer to while you're sending applications to merchants. Now, the most important feature of the electronic signature part is that it really makes your process very efficient and there is no wastage of time. And we know in our industry, there is a lot of time and effort wasted when merchants send us applications that are signed, but they've signed at the wrong place. Now this feature where we can set templates does exactly that to prevent that kind of time wastage and effort wastage, where you can set templates in DocuSign and this feature will then know and it will put placeholders in the app and the merchant will know exactly where to sign. So remember, it's always advisable to set templates. And we know there won't be too many templates we'll have to set up because there'll be 4 or 5 applications at the max that we will be using at a given point in time. So in this case, we did convert the online app for First Data and we have a First Data template. So we're going to select that and I will give it to Evan now.
Perfect. Thanks, Shobit. And that's a great explanation. The template, guys, it's a really powerful tool. It's really going to allow you to make this tool more flexible for you when you're using it out in the world. So we're going to go ahead now and get ready to get a signature from the merchant on this app. Now, if you notice, we already have the app attached. Shobit explained the template process and how that works. And we also have a recipient here, right? We have my email listed here because I want to show you how this process works. So I want it to come into my email. Now, if you look down here, we have the ability to have an email message. Now, we haven't done a whole lot of configuration on this piece. It's just a very simple, straightforward message. You can add whatever you want in the subject line as well as the actual body of the email. And this will be the message that the merchant sees when they receive the application for signature. And this can be configured and really modified if you want to make this something special or really your own. A couple other features I like to point out down at the bottom are the envelope settings. You can do things like remind the signer. I really like this tool because sometimes the merchants forget that they have an application in their inbox and they need to be reminded. So you can set the system to send them an email reminder periodically, and in this case it's every 7 days. You can also set this envelope to expire. I think this is a really useful tool because you want to make sure that if you send a quote or an application to the merchant with some pricing on it, you want to make sure that that application isn't available to the merchant 6 months from now. You want to make sure that it expires so they don't have access to it later on. So we have 2 ways inside of P2 to sign a merchant signature. Now the first way I'm going to show you is send with templates. Now I'm going to show you this process, but I want to keep in mind that this way sends it to a merchant's email. The merchant's prompted to open the email, sign, and complete the application. The other way, Sign Now, will actually do the same thing, except it opens the Sign Now box here directly inside of P2 without opening a new window. So we have the recipient listed and the document listed. Let's go ahead and click Send with Templates. Now, once I've sent the template, you can see that I have a message that says your envelope has been sent successfully. I can return to the deal, but I want to go ahead and open this email now and show you the process now that we're here. And this is the experience that the merchant sees. We'll go and click into the email. Now, this is the email the merchant received. This could possibly have your logo, your branding on it. But this particular example, it just has DocuSign. It's very basic, right? And we're going to go ahead and click on Review Documents. Now, it's going to take me directly into DocuSign's website. From here, there's going to be some verbiage telling the merchant that they're going to go ahead and sign one document, that they're agreeing to do business electronically with POS Portal. And there's a whole consumer disclaimer here, kind of laying out that this is an enforceable signature, even though it's signed electronically through DocuSign. Now, the merchant will select this button, but this will say, I agree to do business electronically with your ISO or your business name. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click Review Document. Now, I've used this account several times, right? So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and click on the Start button, and the Start button is going to direct me right to where I need to sign. Now, I'm going to click Sign here. Now, I've used this account several times, but it still now wants me to set an adoption or a placeholder of my signature. Now, obviously, DocuSign just adopts a generic signature to represent your signature, but it assigns your signature a unique ID code, and that's how it knows that this is a unique signature. I'm going to go ahead and click Adopt and Sign. And once you're done, it's going to place that here with the signature and the unique ID code. It also wants a title, so I'm going to go ahead and click Owner. Now, once I've done, it says, hey, all fields are required have been complete, and you can go ahead and click Confirm Signing. Now, once I've clicked Confirm Signing, it said, hey, this is complete. Now, as a sales rep, I'm also been receiving emails letting me know what's been going on. Now, this particular email says, hey, the document's been complete. So as a sales rep, I now know that that merchant has completed my document. Once I'm done, I can go ahead and close this window, and I'm going to return back to the deal, and let's go ahead and take a look at the application that's come back into P2. So we'll click back in the deal. And we'll scroll down. If you see here, we still have the original attachment that I sent to the merchant. Now, it usually takes about a minute or so to bring that document back in. So we're going to refresh it a couple times and wait till we get the application to come back in. Now, it came back in pretty quickly that time. So let's look here. You can see the timestamp shows you that this is the application that was actually signed by the merchant. Let's go ahead and click on it. Let's open up this PDF and take a look at it. So here's the PDF. We're going to see it in a viewer. It's going to load up the PDF, and we can actually scroll down and see the merchant's signature on the PDF application. Now we're going to scroll down. Here's the processing app. We're going to go all the way down to the signature page. Now there's the signature, there's the title, there's the date, and there's the printed signer's name. So let's go ahead and cancel back out. And now that we're done, we can actually go back to the deal, right, and see that both attachments are here. The original attachment that we sent to the merchant for signature, and then the attachment that we got the electronic signature on. So now that you've gotten this electronic signature, your sales rep is done with the sales process, and he can continue to use P2 to push the documents through the remaining sales steps and really streamline his sales process. So that concludes showing you how DocuSign integration into P2 will really help you speed up your sales process, really increase that accuracy, make sure that merchants aren't signing in the incorrect place, and really make this a super valuable tool for you to close more deals, sign more merchants, and complete your sales process faster.